What's up, guys? Mr. Roland here, and welcome to another installation of Art Design. Today, we're going to be tapping in to our creativity by tapping into our unconscious. Now, I don't know if you guys can remember all the way back to when you first started drawing. You really never had to think about it, right? When you're first drawing, what do? You pick up a crayon, you probably hold it like this, and you just start doodling and making marks. And then as you get older, you start to try to draw things a little more realistically. You do your landscapes, you start to draw faces, and then it evolves to probably where you're at now, where you're really trying to capture things realistically. Now, that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing too, because then you've kind of gotten rid of that really innocent, just putting the pen to the page and drawing whatever comes out of you. You get a little, I bet you guys get a little nervous now when you go to draw. You're like, oh, is it going to look amazing? Or it's got to look just like that, or I want to be the most technical draftsman there is. And so it's almost like a lot of pressure. And I think that can kind of kill your creativity. So a technique that I use, and a lot of people use actually, is to do these kind of scribble drawings. And you literally just start drawing like you were a little kid again. You just kind of start making marks on the page, and you're trying purposely to not think, which is weird because I tell you, don't think of an elephant. What's the first thing you think of? An elephant, obviously. So when I say don't think, you're like, wait, what? What am I not supposed to think about? So I'm just going to show you right now. I'm just going to jump straight in, and I'll show you. I'm literally just going to say, I just have a red colored pencil here, and I'm just going to start making marks on the page. Okay. Beautiful, right? You're like, what the heck is that? Exactly. I don't know. I do think it looks like pretty cool abstract art. But what I'm doing now, so that was me shutting my brain off and literally just making scribbles on the page. And now I'm going through this and I'm actually asking myself, I'm like, what do I see anything? And I kind of do, like right here, this looks almost like a face to me. Like I see a nose here and I see teeth down here at the bottom and I see some eyes up here. Now, let me do another experiment. Let me turn it and see if I see anything different this way. If anything jumps off the page. So now I see, believe it or not, I see kind of a dinosaur in here. It looks like a T-Rex head here, and then the back of the body, and then his arm coming down here. Let me turn it upside down completely. See if I see anything. Now I actually see, wow, I see a big mouth over here. Now that looks like almost a hippo head to me. But I'm also seeing kind of the Batman symbol here. So I have to decide now. I'm going to turn it one more way. Do I see anything this way? I see a lot of ghosts in this one. And you're probably telling yourself like, well, I don't see that. I see something different. And of course, that's the whole point behind this is everybody's creativity and imagination is different. So you're all going to see different things. So I have to decide what I want to go with. Do I want to go with the face? Do I want to go with T-Rex? Do I want to go with the Batman or the hippo? Or do I want to go with the ghost? And I kind of like my instinct is telling me right now that I want to go with the ghost. So I'm going to start drawing. So I'm going to switch so you can see this better to my pen. And I'm going to fill in the first ghost. And then you're going to be like, oh, I kind of see it now what he's talking about. So I'm just going to go ahead and make the basic outlines. And what's cool about this is you'll come up with some drawings in here that you would have never, ever, ever consciously sat down to draw. And you're going to get some patterns and designs that you would have never, ever, ever consciously thought. Because like in a million years, you'd be like, I would have never drawn that. So you see there's the outline. And then here's his sad face right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and give him some eyes. So the eyes definitely weren't there. But I could see everything else. So there's the ghost shape of him. And then I'm going to do another one over here. And these things you're probably saying to yourself like, that wasn't really there to begin with. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. It's like kind of like, it's almost like, have you guys ever heard of a Rorschach test? So I'm going to draw a smiley face on this one. Give him some eyes. So there's two ghosts already. A Rorschach test is kind of like if you were to spill ink on the page and then fold it together and then unfold it, it would create a pattern. And then you look at it and you'd be like, what do you see? I see a butterfly, or I see a bat, or I see a tree. It's the same thing here. So I'm just kind of going through. Oh, let's see another ghost. This one's larger. So I think that's pretty crazy that I just drew random squiggly lines and then that's what popped off the page right now, is that I was able to see these ghosts in there. And you probably had no clue that those were there until I started to draw them in either. I had no clue they were there until I started to draw them in as well. So let's do one more example of this. And let's see what randomness I can come up with now. And I went with, if you noticed, when I did this original drawing, I went mostly with very soft, fluid curves. So I'm going to try to mix it up, and I'm really haven't done this in a while. I'm going to see what happens when I make a lot faster and a lot sharper lines and see what images can pop out at me from that. So let's see what this experiment looks like. I'm honestly a little nervous because I haven't done this in such a long time. So I'm just, okay. So once again, beautiful piece of abstract art. I could just leave it like this and sell it for $1 million. It looks just like a Jackson Pollock. I already, looking here, I see some type of like horse type figure here where it's looking backwards. Ooh, I see a face here. I see a mouth, I see an eye right here, almost like a beak. I see a bird, I see wings right here. Let's see what happens when I turn it. Oh, now I see kind of like a mushroom top, and that's been a really popular motif with my students, as a lot of people have been drawing mushrooms this year. Also, this looks kind of like fire. Looks like a flame. Let's see when it turns, when I go this way, what happens. Oh, got a Nike swoosh down here. Once again, I'm seeing a face here with big, now I'm seeing kind of an elephant. You're probably like, what? I don't see an elephant at all. And it's maybe not necessarily an elephant, but maybe like an elephant type creature. And then let's see this one last way. I don't know. Nothing's popping out on me on this one. So let's go back. I kind of like the elephant. And I'm going to see what happens with that drawing here. So let's go back. So I'm going to have one big elephant ear on this side. And then one big elephant ear right here. There's the top of its head. See, and then I saw these eyes. It kind of had some mean looking eyes, that was the only thing. And I've never once thought, when I think elephant, I never think mean eyes, but that's what I saw in this one. So do you see it starting to pop out? And then it's got these kind of mastodon tusks popping out. So that's what this was when I saw it. So this would be maybe the snout. So let's draw the trunk of the elephant going through. And then it's got these tusks right here. Which is wild. I don't think I've ever, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever drawn an elephant in my life. And I don't think I ever would if it wasn't for this game. And that's kind of the beauty of this, is that you just kind of tap into things that you didn't know were there, and you get these very unique versions. I think if I was gonna sit down and draw an elephant, it definitely wouldn't look like this elephant. I think I would probably be too. I would have my brain would be telling me too much to draw it too realistically. Let's draw the side of the face coming in over here. So now and then, yeah. Oh my God, it's transforming right in front of me. So now it's more like it has a lion's body. So if you're seeing that. And I see these big wings now in the back. So now I see that it's almost like a liger, no, not a liger, griffin. So I'm going to draw these big wings on the back of it. It's got this other one over here. So that is wild. Because I'm telling you, I would have never in a million years, I've drawn ghosts before, but I would have never drawn elephant mastodon with mean eyes and these crazy wings in the background. And this thing, it might not be a finished drawing when you're done, but then what you can do is you can then add this to your repertoire of character designs that you have. And so this is a great technique to use when you've kind of hit a wall and you just don't know what to draw anymore. I'll draw the paw right here. See, it's got this back area. It's the foot right here. Wow, that is bizarre looking. And what did it start off as? Is just some red squiggles. And what you could do with all of these, so then you say you have this, I mean, you can keep it just as it is because it looks pretty cool, but also you're probably saying to yourself, you're like, well, I hate all the red squiggle lines in the background. And in this one too, it almost looks like now looking at it after I've been done, it looks like they've been hit by the Ghostbusters and they're about to get trapped. So what you can do then is then just free draw these characters on a new page now. And now you have like 3 brand new ghosts that you've never drawn before, and you have this crazy creation that you've come up with that I'm telling you, in a million years, I would have never thought to draw this character. And just by doing this one simple technique, I was able to tap into the side of my creativity that I wasn't aware that I had. So I look forward to it. I hope you guys come up with some really wild stuff, and I hope you guys take my class next year and you can show me, like, hey, look, this is what I did over the summer. Good luck out there, guys. Keep creating.